Hey, in this video, I want to share with you how I made my first $1,000 day as a copywriter. This is going to be a unique video. I'm going to be sharing with my own personal experience. This happened to me all the way back in 2007. And so if you're a new copywriter, if you're a beginner, if you're just starting, if you're a seasoned copywriter and you're tired of going through all of the commotion that most copywriters have to go through with like kissing clients' butts, just overextending yourself and just taking months to find the right client to work with, I'm going to show you the framework, the system that I use to make my first $1,000 a day as a beginning copywriter in my first month without even understanding what copywriting really was. And so if that's valuable to you, go ahead and do me a quick favor, like this video right now. Consider sharing this with somebody else. Also, do me a huge favor, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be sharing with you more things about my copywriting journey over these last 15 plus years as a copywriter who didn't even know it. Okay, so my first $1,000 day, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was May 31st, 2007. Anytime you grow up in survival mode, growing up in welfare, having $1,000 day as a copywriter, you're going to remember it, right? As a person, you're going to remember it. And so I remember it just like it was yesterday. I remember going to class. I was going to UC Davis, so I was a college student. And so maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you're young, maybe you're a teenager, maybe you're in your early 20s and you were just looking for a better way. And that's why you landed on this video. So myself, I was looking for a better way. I was looking for a way to get out of, the struggle of just being broke. And so I was looking at any type of possible way to make money on the internet that was legal and ethical. I was looking at pursuing it. And so back in 2007, I ran into this copywriter. His name was Bob Williams. He was a fantastic email marketer. He ended up owning his own autoresponder company. And so he's seen millions and millions upon emails. And one of the things happened in my life, I actually stumbled across his email newsletter. And so I joined his email newsletter. Every day he would send out 1 to 2 emails a day where he was promoting the resale rights to a successful product that he was selling. And so as I began to go down the rabbit hole and start to see how consistent he was with sending 1 to 2 emails every single day, I was like, this has to be the guy that I end up working with. And I eventually called him up on the phone just to make sure that he was a real human being. And after speaking with him, he began to share with me how he was, at that time, the time we talked, he was making in excess of $100,000 per month, sending out simple emails to this resale rights program. And so I did everything in my power. I bought a book by Dr. Joe Vitale on how to create your own ebook in 7 days or less. I thought I was going to write a book and that was going to allow me to have the $1,000 to give to Bob for coaching. And so I ended up writing this ebook. I think maybe I only sold 5 copies. I did this with my twin brother, and I think maybe we only sold 5 or 6 copies. But what happened was it gave me the bug. It gave me the itch to know that I could write something and other people would pay me money for it, right? They would take their hard-earned money. And so the first thing that I was able to have was I had some element of proof that I could write something where somebody else would pay me. And so what I did was the next logical thing is I went to my friends and family to borrow the money to join Bob's program. And so when I was able to join Bob's program, I spent all the money that I had borrowed to purchase the resale rights for this particular program. So as a copywriter, a lot of times you're struggling trying to find clients. And one of the things that I teach beginning copywriters to look at, and maybe just a different perspective of having, is instead of taking 4 to 5 months to hitting people up on Fiverr, hitting people up in their DMs and hitting them up on Upwork, why not become your own copywriting client first, so that you can start to learn the principles of copy and actually be successful. You can actually have proof to take to your clients that you work with in the future that what you can do for them, what you can offer them will be successful. And so with this particular approach, you can start making money out of the gate. And so one of the things that I did was I purchased the resale rights to this particular program. I didn't have any money on in any way to really get people to see it other than YouTube. And so back then in 2007, what my strategy was trying to get in front of as many people as humanly possible, that I knew that if I could drive traffic to my landing page, capture their email addresses, their name and their email address, that I can do what Bob was doing. I could write simple emails, 1 to 2 emails every single day, and eventually somebody would buy the product that I was selling because it was working successfully for Bob. And so one of the things that I would tell any person who's a beginning copywriter is that success leaves clues. So you want to follow systems, you want to follow frameworks that are working for somebody else. And so this is why, to me, starting with resale rights products, purchasing the resale rights to a product would be my first step if I was a beginning copywriter. I would go out, search Heaven, I would search all of the internet to find somebody who was offering you the resale rights to their program, right? And so when you purchase the resale rights, then half of the job is already done. You have a client now. You are going to be the client. You have a product. You are successfully going to sell somebody else's product. You're going to put your name on it, and it's going to be your own product. So the only thing that you have to figure out how to do next is getting people to see what it is that you have to offer. And so thanks to the progression of technology right now, we can do something like this. You can actually pull out your phone. You could write a script for yourself, right, that you can memorize or that you can read and you can say directly into a camera. Or you can go on sites like Fiverr and you can hire someone for as little as $25 to recite a script, like something like I'm reading right now. I'm not reading the script, but that they could talk into a camera for 60 seconds, and they can put this on TikTok, they can put this on Instagram Reels, and you can start actually attracting leads that are going to come to you, that are already pre-sold, that are pre-qualified for what it is that you're offering. And all you would need to do is to drive them to a landing page where you collect their name and email address, and then you only have to focus on one thing, and that's writing effective emails. And so one of the strategies that I would tell you right now, if you're not on a list of email marketers who are successfully writing 1 to 2 emails per day, that are using story-based selling, then I recommend, there's a bunch of people that I would recommend to jump on their list. Justin Goff is going to be somebody's list that I would recommend you to get on. If you can find any old Dagan Smith emails, get on that list. If you can find Matt Fury's list, if you can find John Allen's list, or Telman Knutson, again, all these guys are heavy hitters in the email marketing space that have sent out millions and millions of emails. I would join their list and see what they're sending out every single day, and learn the communication styles of how people who send out story-based emails works. This is going to give you your highest conversion rates because people buy from people, right? And so when you can have that personal communication style with your list, the people who are following up with you, the people who are engaged with you, your conversion rates are going to go through the roof. And so what you're going to do is you're going to use, like I said, use the sites like TikTok, use Instagram to write some copy. Either you're going to say the copy yourself, or you're going to have a model, an actor say the copy, and then you're going to drive them to a landing page, and you're going to email them 1 to 2 times per day to a proven offer that's already proven to convert. And that's how you're going to start making $1,000 plus. And so in this example, what I did was I would go and I would find rap videos, right? So the most untargeted traffic that you could ever imagine. I would find rap videos that were about to be released, but I knew that they were going to get hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. I would download those videos. I would put my own watermark of my website into the videos, and then I would re-upload them on to YouTube. And now at the time, you could get away with this because there was no, such thing as copyright claims. Again, the way that I would do this today is have an actor just recite some copy, talking to the phone, right? And so what I did was I would direct people to my website. And sometimes I was getting up to 400 leads a day. And because I was getting up to 400 names and emails of people getting added to my list, it was easy to eventually sell a one product, right? A $1,000 product to one person when you're getting 400 people to subscribe every single day. And so that's how I made my first $1,000. I bought the resale rights to somebody else's program. I took and I dissected the emails that they were using to successfully sell me into the program. And I began to create my own framework of following other people who are successful in the email marketing field. And I followed their framework, and I applied their framework with my own tonality, with my own stories. And I sold a successful product that was already working. So this is the simplest way that you can make $1,000 this month, in the next 30 days with copywriting. If you want to learn how to do this more in depth on a personal level, there's going to be a phone number that you can text the word copy below, 702-608-1689. Again, 702-608-1689. Text me personally. I will respond to you. I'm hosting a copywriting boot camp. It's going to be 8 weeks. I'm going to show you all the tricks and tactics that I've learned over the last 15 plus years of writing copy for myself and for other people that produce millions of dollars in sales for myself and for my clients. And so if you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and text that number, and I'll see you guys on the next video.